Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. Today we're checking out a beer from the Blumstein Brewing Company. This one is in Stanley, Manitoba, which I believe is near Morden, Manitoba, or is part of Morden, Manitoba. This one is, oh boy, it's a session IPA, and it's called Frintshauft Sitzung, or something like that. Comes to me courtesy of my friend Carl. He dropped off a few beers from this brewery a couple months ago. We had one then. That's the only one I've tried so far. I'll link to that video below and up here. It was a Saskatoon berry ale, and it was fantastic. So far that's the only one I've had from this brewery, so my hopes are pretty high because first beer was a winner. We'll see what this one's like. It's a session IPA, comes in at 4.4% alcohol. And what I remember most about when Carl brought by the beers is the lengthy and entertaining descriptions for the beer on the back. So what does it say here? Mennonite beer never tasted so good. What's a Frintshauft Sitzung? Nothing says Frintshauft Sitzung. A social hangout session with relatives and friends, like sharing some easy drinking IPAs with the cousins between harvest loads while Uncle Jacob isn't looking. Some mild maltiness and grassy stone fruit hop flavors make this session IPA something you'll want to keep going back to, even against Tante Martha's wishes. There's like a whole cast of characters that come with this. It says here, it pairs well with a game of Frintshauft, in brackets, crokinole. Clearly the old German language lives on for the folks at Blumstein Brewing Company. And yeah, as the little slogan up at the top here, which I read, would say, let you know it's a Mennonite brewery. Mennonite beer never tasted so good. All right, well, like I said, the first one I've had from this brewery was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot, so let's get into this one. And I do really enjoy a session IPA. All right, let's get this into the glass. All right, so it's kind of pouring out more of a kind of a golden color, a nice sort of like off-white head, maybe light tan head. Maybe this wasn't the cleanest glass in the world. I thought it was, but anyway, look at all that activity. Look at that upside down snowfall. There's a lot of activity going on in there. Can you see my face? I think you can, at least a trace of face. It's not like a super clear beer, but you could see through it. And you know, you'd be able to see like my fingers through it. And there's a trace of face if I move my fingers. There we go, trace of face. Let's get a nose on this. Whew. So I'm getting a really strong sort of floral note on that one. Something, I would say maybe like a citrusy note. Like there's something kind of that strikes me that this is going to be pretty refreshing. All right, I'm going to go in for a sip. Cheers, my friends. So definite bitterness to this. And I think that's because there was such a big head on it too. That definitely, the head carried a lot of bitterness in there. It's definitely more bitter than I was expecting, especially for a session IPA. I find sessions, you know, tend to, you know, they have the bitterness of an IPA, but you know, a little lighter. But this one's actually got a pretty strong bitter note to it. The body is super light. I'm not getting like a strong citrusy note or anything like that. Yeah, it's kind of just tastes like it's kind of your average IPA, really. Like it's yeah, but with a lighter body. I guess pretty typical of a session IPA. Like you get those notes that you want out of an IPA, little lighter body. But yeah, it's just a little more of a bitterness to this than I was expecting. All right, so after having had a few more sips, I gotta say it's also a very dry beer. Like I can't remember the last time I've had a beer this dry. Like I need like a glass of water to have, like a sip of water between sips of this. It's just, yeah, my mouth feels so dry drinking this. Like it doesn't taste bad. It's a decent enough IPA, but it's just so dry. Yeah, so I mean, is it something I would have again? I mean, if someone offered me one, yeah. I don't know if I would go out and seek it out, just because the intense dryness of it. But yeah, I mean, it's decent enough. All right, Carl, thank you so much for dropping this one off to me. And to the rest of you, thanks for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. See you all again real soon, my friends. Cheers.
I'm sick and I'm tired and I need to go home.